Hello and welcome to the short Vort on parshas Mikeitz and Chanukah. Today we will discuss a coincidence of Chanukah, Hanisim, and one of the daf of this week's Daf Yomi, Daf Yud, which is also the day of the Yahrzeit of my grandmother, Yita Basher Efraim, Zechrona Levracha. So this short Vort should be in her merit and in the merit of Klal Yisrael as we celebrate the holiday of Chanukah. This week's Dvar Torah on Mikeitz could also be used on Vayeishev because it talks about both parshas. At the beginning of Vayeishev, Yosef is on top, but by the end of the parsha, he's on the bottom. He's in jail. He's been sold into slavery. Meanwhile, in Mikeitz, he starts the parsha at the bottom. He's in jail, and he concludes the parsha by being elevated to viceroy of Egypt, the number 2 in command. This tells us an important lesson that Hashem is in control, that symbolically Hashem could move you very quickly from top to bottom or move you from bottom to top. Either way, as we say, Yeshua Elokim Keharef Ayin, God's salvation can be in an instant, and Chas v'Shalom, things can go in the other way. However, Rabbi Shalom Rosner shares another lesson from this change between the two different parshas. Why is there a difference in Vayeishev between and Mikeitz? The answer he gives is that Yosef at the beginning was focused on his own dreams. When you focus on your own dreams and it's all about you, then it's easy to fall from top to bottom. However, by Mikeitz, he was focused on other people's dreams and helping them fulfill their dreams, and therefore he was able to go. That drove him from the bottom up to the top. And that, of course, is the theme of Chanukah. The Chanukah is all about bitachon, trusting in Hashem, that even when the season is very dark, we can see the light come out and things will change rapidly. In connection with this, we also have in Hanisim that Rav Chaim Kanievsky says in Taamei that when we say there in Nakamtes Nikmasam, you took revenge for the Bnei Yisrael, it's not talking only about the battles, the war in general, but a specific case. And he says this case is mentioned in the Gemara on Taanis Daf Yud Amud Beis, and is telling about an enemy of the Jews. His name was Nicanor. He was not the one that's the famous gates of Nicanor, Shari Nicanor, that's in Gemara Yuma, but it's a story he was a Greek general and a Greek governor, and every day he would threaten the Jews, and he'd say, when will Yehuda and Yerushalayim fall into my hands, and then I will trample them. And what happened, instead of him trampling Eretz Yisrael, the Maccabees were able to beat him, and when they found him in battle, and there's different variations of exactly what happened. It's pretty bare bones in the Gemara and Taanis. There's also slight variation in the Yerushalmi, but they took him and they cut off his thumbs and his large toes to represent the fact that he was waving his hands against the Jews all the time. So they cut off his thumbs, and he threatened to trample on the Jews and Yerushalayim and Yehuda. So they cut off his large toes. They also cut off his tongue and possibly his head fully to represent that he was saying all these evil things. So he went from top to bottom. So we see that things can change very rapidly in life, and this all should be, our focus with Chanukah, that we have a potential to do great things, to shine light on the world, just like my grandmother Irene Levy did. She was a balas chesed and involved in the community, and of course she helped raise a wonderful family that generations continue to live on. Thank you. Have a wonderful week, a wonderful Shabbos, and wonderful Chanukah.